Hello, and welcome back to another episode of YEA Entertain Us. Today, we get the pleasure of getting to know another one of our hosts. Can you guess which one it is? Oh, all right, I'll tell you. It's Toni Carrow! Toni is a phenomenal photographer, stunning model, and overall amazing human being. But don't just take my word for it. Come on in and get to know our legend in the making, Toni Carrow. Oh my gosh, Toni, you're finally in the hot seat.
Hello, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. How are all you guys?
Living
Good.
the dream, doll.
As always, yes.
So I'm just now realizing that you and I have actually never met in person.
I know. I know.
It's so bizarre,
It's very bizarre, yes.
but
And
I
it's
already think of you as like one of like my friends, or
yeah.
like because you're just
Oh,
like so amazing, and I can always like depend on you for like anything. I'll email you like randomly, like, hey, what's going on with this?
yes.
And you always have an answer, and it's amazing.
I got you.
Um, I don't think our YEA family really knows that much about you, so why don't you give us a little introduction?
Yeah, so I went to school at Western Michigan University. Went to school for photography and fashion merchandising. I have experience in modeling, model coaching. Literally, the list is endless. Anything creative, I've probably done it. So, yeah, that's a nice, short, and sweet intro.
Now, to talk about your modeling, how has the modeling experience been for you, and how did you embark on that journey?
Yeah, so modeling's been great. I started modeling in college, my freshman year of college, through this, like you know how colleges have like groups or like
Oda?
yeah, Moda. Yeah, so I modeled for Moda because this
Ooh.
girl that was a part of that group, she's like, you have to model. She like saw me randomly one day. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Um, so I did runway. It was 2 shows a year for um, my whole college career. So that's kind of when it all started. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Moda. I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually at Western right now. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So I knew you would know about Moda. Moda
yeah,
is amazing. Yeah.
yeah, their productions are actually pretty great.
Hmm.
I don't want to hog all the time. I think Levon has a few questions for you.
Yeah, I actually do. So I was laughing when I first started looking at all your stuff because you have you're so chill and laid back. You know what I mean? Like, hey, yeah, whatever. So then I go and I see some of these modeling pictures where you're like, and it's black and white, and you're like this, or you got one you're walking on the runway and you've got this really like boom, like killer look. I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know this side of Toni. I've been working with you for like what, like almost a whole year now, right?
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. So I got a question, or couple, but one I want to start with is, so from doing modeling and photography, I feel like that's a unique thing to do because like when you're just modeling, you're just kind of this. Do you feel like being a photographer gives you kind of an edge over other models, or just a more in-depth knowing of what you're looking for in your shot?
Yeah, I think either way you look at it, it helps. So when I'm behind the camera and I'm shooting, it helps me direct the model with my modeling experience because I kind of I know what they're thinking, I know what they're feeling. So that helps when I'm taking their photo. When I'm the model, I kind of know what the photographer is looking for, you know. So it definitely helps in both ways, which is really nice. It comes in handy for sure.
Yeah, I imagine so. And my other question, so I remember reading on your bio, you were talking about how you really like the nature and being outside and things like that. So what is it about nature that really gets you like, like into your zone, or you're just connected with it and your creative energies as you were talking about?
Yeah, yeah. To me, being outside is really important. Like, I feel like nowadays, like everyone's inside all the time with all this technology, TV, iPhones, iPads, all that. And I work with a lot of technology, being a photographer, so I try to take that time to be outside. I love the ocean. I love the sunshine. If I could have sun all year round, I would. It just helps me balance, from being like working all the time. I go outside, it calms me down, gets me back
Hmm.
in a level mood, you know? So yeah.
Okay. Well, no, that sounds good.
I feel that on such a level.
Yeah.
Right?
Me and my inner Virgo will just sit outside all the time.
Like once you get outside, you just feel so much better. There's just like I'll be working all day and I go outside for 5 minutes, I come back in and I feel 10 times better. Like it's, I don't know if it's like that for anybody else, but for me, it like works
Kind
wonders.
of unstagnates your
Yes.
energy.
Well,
Yeah.
Mm.
scientifically, we get most of our energy from the sun, so it makes total sense.
Yes. I love it.
Now, I know Miss Kim has buzzing questions for you.
So, Tony, I found that interesting about getting outside, and I'm just going to extend just a little bit on Marcel's, and then I want to embellish on a couple other questions. But in your photography work, I know you and I have been discussing this for a while, and your photography range is really good. We also said that as you're moving forward, you're finding out more and more what you like to do in photography as far as being creative.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me now kind of where you're at?
Yeah, so right now with my photography, I'm doing a lot of freelance, and most of it is like the fashion and portraiture, which is personally my favorite. But I also do product work too. So I've been evolving in product photography and that as well. So I'm kind of in those two genres of photography at the moment. Loving it as always.
Very good. And they're two totally different because of lighting,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So, I mean, I saw your portfolio. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You also do a lot of PR work for me. Tony, I appreciate the work that you do right now. And it works, you know, with COVID going on the way it is, and even the structure of this particular production, you have gone beyond the call of duty and have been our editor for a while. You helped us create this format, and I think there's so much more too. I mean, this is video, it's not photography. So you've gone and expand, and you keep growing, and you're keeping learning and all of that. But your PR work is excellent.
Thank you.
And I'm wondering, how do you like doing that job? Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I always thought I was going to be strictly like on my computer editing all the time, you know, but you know, PR is a whole nother thing, but there's still something creative about it for me at least. So I love it, and I love doing it for you, Kim. I love it a lot.
Yeah, I love that. The thoughts that you have, and each month when we are looking at what should we be putting out there, your ideas are fantastic. So I so love that, Tony. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Kim.
Yeah, I wanted to just come in real quick too. I also like when I was looking at some of your photos and pictures you're taking, like because when she's talking about lighting for different things, it's like the science behind photography. But I really like the portfolio. Like I mean, I don't know exactly everything a photographer is looking for, but when I look at the shots, I'm like, no, that's a good shot. I don't know why or what made that shot good, but I can tell you really know what you're looking for on the shot. So that really comes through. Just want to pay a compliment to you. That's all.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Every shoot is different, so you just have to adapt. And if you know what you're looking for as a photographer, you got to voice that, and then you know it comes through in the shot. So, yeah.
But every photographer is an artist, and Tony develops her style, and she's moving forward with it. And I think that's important to know too, that, you know, as a client looking for a photographer, it's important to look at the portfolio of the photographer to know what type of pictures you're really looking for. You can't get mad at the photographer if you're not liking what you're seeing, if you haven't done the research prior to.
Right.
Because it might be within their artistic talent to do it a certain way, and you need to know which way that is. So check out Tony's portfolio and you'll see what we're talking about. So very cool. Tony, you also helped me as a modeling instructor for the Academy of Creative Artistic Productions, and we were just getting started when all this hit.
I know.
So I'm looking forward, you know, in 2021 to get back to that. We have so much to do, and you help me on all of our major productions right now as well. So you're putting on a lot of different hats, young lady,
Yes.
but
And
the YEA family is loving you, and we're so happy to have you aboard.
I love working with you all. The hats are endless, honestly, but it's not a bad thing. So
Very cool.
She's just like, oh yeah, everything's great. I'm cool. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, she's reliable too.
Yeah, yeah, very reliable. You just, like I said, like I was like, whoa, what is all this stuff? It was like the drive was just like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
You know, Toni, you're a good role model. And that's what I really appreciate. You're a good role model. So when you have a huge heart, and it just shows, and when you're working with people, they see it. And I love that about you. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Kim. That was so sweet. Thank you.
Alrighty. This has been great. Does anyone have any other questions they will want to ask before we wrap this up?
I'm pretty
Oh,
good
this
for
was
now. I
good.
just want to wish you all a very, very, very good evening. And Toni, thanks. Thanks for being with us.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks so much for you know, working on my video too and putting in all those pictures in last minute.
You're welcome. I do what I can. I do what I can.
Yeah, we do want to thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you for being such an inspiration. And just want to encourage you to keep working hard, keep being that beautiful person that you are. And we are very excited to see what you do in the future.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right now.
Later.
Bye.